Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're staying smooth. Welcome to some more Pokemon Leaf Green, Fire Red. It's going to be part 52. And we're working on finishing up with the Gengar and going to go capture the Ho-Oh. We'll let this person ready to fight. Yeah, so I'm good. I think I want to. I think I want to maybe. See how many levels I'm gonna gain right here. I'm gonna mess with the levels. I probably need to gain like 2 more levels before I invest the Carbos. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Okay. Ice Beam is cold. Hyper Potion. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And then I'll do this. Pretty decent damage from the Ice Beam. Yeah, Gengar's gonna need more levels to fight this Ho-Oh for sure. It's gonna be at level 70. So, I mean, for real. Let's play the Confused Ray game. It's either that or the Flamethrower. Ducks flying. Love it. Love to see it. I told you we're gonna play the Confused Ray game. Yeah, let me do this. Let me back out of here. Let's just get the one shot. Flamethrower burn on the Blastoise. Passes the Confused Ray. No, confused. Okay, good. Blastoise with the owl speed. Oh, we already saw this fight earlier. That was one of the first ones. Wasn't it? No, it's the Rapidash. Okay. Go Confused Ray and Nightshade here. Or I could just switch out one shot it so I don't have to deal with the full restore. Burning up turns. Yeah, Confused Ray is actually working for us right now. So that's good. That's good. Literally, Confused Ray is working. Okay, got it. It's working now. Okay. 150. 15 more points. $15 more points. Okay. Yeah, I said about level 65. I figured it would be, right? Yeah, I really did. Might as well go for the extra two. We're gonna spend some money before we go capture the Ho-Oh. Get some more full restores, just in case the burns. 4,000, good. Okay, get some steps in. Okay, going here. Heal. This right here would probably be like one of the best EV training spots. I mean, not EV training spots, just XP spots. If I had the lucky egg. Oh, dude. I would trade Pokemon over, get right here to this point, put the lucky egg on, and get the traded boost, and just level up right here. They will level up so fast. They will level up really, really fast. But I would recommend always finish EV training before that. Okay, so we'll do these 10 steps. Right? Save. Okay, both of them want to fight. Okay, that's good. Gengar's in front. Alright, we can fight this right on. But I'm just going to one-shot it. I'm just going to end up one-shotting everything here. Because it makes the fights longer. But that's okay too. Mm. Okay. I'll just do this instead. Yeah, this is better. I'll go for the slash here. I'm going to just go for all the quick KOs. Except for the fights that I know that Gengar can't handle. I should have went fake out. Yeah. He's going to full restore. That's okay. I was playing Emerald today. And I was in the battle rental tower. The battle factory. And I was using a Persian that had frustration, fake out, shadow ball, and I forgot the last move. I didn't really need it. Yeah, I finished the 7 fights. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, man, I haven't streamed Emerald in a while, but because I have to stream it off like my Nintendo DS, I don't have like a capture card. So I literally like have to set up and sit down the DS so that I can play it on stream, which is pretty funny because it's like that's the only way I can do it until this game comes out on the Nintendo eShop. Until. Oh yeah, this is an easy fight right here for Gengar. Revenge, no damage, bro. You have no switch out, you can't go anywhere. KO, 3 of them. It takes 3 Nightshade. It used to take a lot more. But every level it gets stronger. Okay, 152. Alright. 152 on the speed. I think we can make it now. Yeah. I'm trying to be exactly like around 165. Right. Let's do this. I want to see the rain dance surf on the Ursa Ring. Feint attack. I like the way Blastoise looks in this game. The sprite. Yeah, they got a lot of cool looking sprites in this game. I just feel like if you look at the shell real quick, like if you take a second to look at the shell, like they try to give it as much detail and shade, right? Like, look right there by the cannon inside, you know? And like, just the shade outside of the shell, right? Dang, the surf is such a cool move to use. Yeah, surf's animation is awesome. Yeah, because Blastoise is too fast. But this right here is about to catch up, and then we'll be able to use this to fight. So 152. Are you trying to fight down here? Yeah. All right. So let's get this because this XP is right here. We're really close because I got the. I'm gonna get this level and then. Yeah. Let's see what I do right because I want to get this level. I don't think I can squeeze in two. Vent attack. I think that's a cool move. So the good thing about Persian, Generation 3 is awesome because there's so much things that you could do with Pokemon that mattered that don't matter now, right? So for example, like having a Persian using something like a water move, like a water pulse, or like something that use like a thunderbolt is unexpected. And it does get access to those moves, making certain fights easier for the Persian, especially when you're going up against something that's like rock type. I'm gonna go for the slash here to try to get the KO. Yeah, Persian's a real cool Pokemon. Gets access to a variety of elemental moves. So, in other words, if you were like, well, if I wanted to have a Persian that was using Thunderbolt, what would be the best nature? In my opinion, what I would recommend going for, especially in something like Generation 3, and I have to go hunt me one. That's why I have a couple Persians put to the side, because I have to go hunt one. It's going to be Hardy Nature. So that it'll be neutral. I'm not gaining and I'm not losing. That way, if I was Adamant Nature, I'm not taking away from the special. And I'm using as much as the base damage as I can so that I can get past some situations. Because Persian's a really good Pokemon. The fake out is really good. I'm not going to use it here. I'm going to go for the KO. Okay, so Gengar can do this fight easy. Work. And then there's a Kangaskhan Kong back. So you might as well just... Surf setup. Yeah. It's gonna go bounce. Takedown. Another one? Okay, plus 3, 155. That's 10 points, all we need. I gotta be careful. Okay, so I can... Alright, let's check. I'm gonna check right now. So we're gonna surf this. That's a quick surf. I have Hydro Pump, but I just don't like using it because it'll miss. It's cool when it lands, but when it misses, it's like, bro, we ain't got the time. You this strong and you about to miss right here? Like, bro, no, stop. Okay. Let's see, because I know I'm in that range. So what I wanted to do was at least get 2 more levels rather than last night. I was like, you know what? I'll just hold off and I'll do it on a fresh stream because it's not going to be many levels. Because I have the carbos and I know I can't use all of them. That's the thing too. So I can only probably use 6. Okay. Oops. Okay. We're in leaf green, so remember that. All right. So 155. 55. Okay, so that means we need 10. Okay. Save. Okay, so what happens if I do this? Let's do this. 155. Okay. Let's see if these gets me to 165. The ones that I'm gonna add. That's the last one. I can't put more after this one. Hold on, let me stop right there. Wait, there's one more I can put. Give me a second. 162. So that means maybe one more level. Yeah, and I got the rare candy for it. Okay, so don't use the last one, right? See if you can get +3 on this next level up. If I get +3, it's golden. Let me see that +3. Come on. No! It's 164. Wait, give me a second. 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 No! 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 Okay, wait. What do I get on the next level? Okay. So that's 5 points, right? So here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. So here's what I can do. Okay. One, I know I need. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. And then 2 levels. Can you pull that off? I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's gonna work like that. Just try. Oh, look, there goes +3, which is not supposed to happen. Okay, and then I'm looking for +2. Can I get that? Wait. The +2 can come from right here. You think so? I don't know. Try to do it with the carbos. Yeah, try to do it with the carbos. 164. Come on, dude. One more carbos. Can I use this last one? Yeah. Dude, don't go 166, please. Don't do that. 164. No, it didn't go up, and that's the last one that I can use. Okay. Okay, so maybe 3 carbos, 2 rare candies, right? That's what I think is gonna. We're trying to land on 165. It's so funny how I'm trying to play around this number, and that number is gonna make a big difference. It makes the whole difference, right? So 1. Let me see. Let me put 2 of these, right? And then let me put a rare candy. What's the stats looking like? plus 3. Okay, and then one more rare candy. Where am I at? 163. Okay, so then put that. Check it. Got it. Okay. We got it. We got it. Okay. We got it. We're good. Okay, so I landed the 165. All right. Now what? Now we go hunt. Now it's time to go hunt the legendary, and we're gonna get a very good. All the other ones have been pretty good, so let's see. Zapdos needs to be in the party, and for backup. I mean, I really could. Nah, dude, for backup. Yeah. Rain Dance to fight the flame that he's got going on. Hit it with a pair once we understand the speed. Yep. So first move is Nightshade to see if it's fast or not. If it outspeeds us, the second thing is to move into the Blastoise Rain Dance. Third thing is to move into the Zapdos, hit it with a paralysis. Fourth is to dwindle the HP down, which will be done with the Nightshade, because I'm going to be counting HP. So 63, 26. Hold on. Okay, so let me do this real quick. That's good to know. That's really good to know. I might bring something else to help figure out if the HP is nice as well. So let me put this to the side. Wait, no. I'm gonna need it to fly. But I might be using Magnetrio for this hunt after it's paralyzed, so we can HP check. So while we're handling business. Hold on. So we're looking for at least some decent HP. And if Gengar's at level 63, let me do this real quick. There. So being that Gengar is at level 63, the main focus here is the first move, Nightshade. Why? Because we need to see if we're getting outsped. Okay. Then what do I do after it gets outsped? We go Lick, right? And then Confuse Ray is basically just off limits. We do not want to misclick and mess up. And I shouldn't be going near Shadow Ball anyway, because I'm not going to try to lower the special defense in any type of way unless I'm trying to check something. But I don't see myself doing that. So the main two moves are going to be Nightshade and Lick, right? And Nightshade to check HP. And we're doing the max HP that it could be is 250. I'll be doing 63 per hit. So I can do 3 hits and then clean up with the Sonic Boom. Right? So hold on. Yeah. I can clean up with 3 Sonic Booms perfectly to find no way. Yeah, dude. Yeah, with 3. Okay, so 63 is the perfect level, actually. Because if we did want to find the whole... Oh, so now I've got 2 things for you right here. So here's 2 things that are going on right now, and I really need to explain. right? This is super important. So for this hunt for the Ho-Oh, this is what's about to go down. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. This is important things that you guys need to know if you're ever trying to hunt something like this. Come back to this for reference because these stats are super important, and this is 100% confirmation that we're about to handle this. But I also want you to know something as well, so it can be super useful if you're interested in something like this. The Gengar accidentally ended up turning into a very good tool in the end, and I'll explain why. The Nightshade is going to help us. We are allowed to use 3 Nightshades in a row. It's going to be 189 damage. Then what's going to happen is after we find the fast one, after we find the one that outspeeds us, we Nightshade 3 times in a row, right? We head over to Magnetrio, or we can head over to Zapdos for the safe Thunder Wave, switch into the Magnetrio when it's safe, and what we need to do is we need to hit 3 Sonic Booms. Put that right there. Put that right there, yeah. 3 Sonic Booms is going to let the Ho-Oh survive with 1 HP. It's beautiful. The math all comes out right. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And that's on an accident, too. It's just that Gengar ends up being at the perfect level for 63. And it's just a random Gengar. There's nothing special about this. So I ended up just getting lucky, and I was able to land exactly where I needed to be with the 165. And yeah, we're good. We're good. So yeah, we're about to catch us a really good Ho-Oh. Especially so now that I have the tools to find the one with the max speed, or at least better than 165. So we basically have the tools to find the perfect HP, 100% no matter what. And we also have the potential to find a Ho-Oh with the best speed possible, right? Once it outspeeds this Gengar. My charging port went out and I had to send my Switch to be repaired yesterday. Dude, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Dang, dude, that sucks. I hope the repair goes well. And I know it is, but yeah, I just hope you get it back soon. Yeah, when you get your repair back, make sure that all your screws are on your Switch. Like whenever you take it in for repairs as well, like always take pictures of your Switch. Like make sure that everything is the way that it is, because if there's anything missing, hold them accountable for that as well. Bro, that's your Switch, man. That's game time, baby. That's game time. All right, so we're ready. Persian's gonna be here for the backup. I'm just trying to think what's gonna happen with damage. The Blastoise is gonna be a major asset for this fight. Let's go ahead and get to the island. Are we on the? Let me see. Where am I right now? We're 165. Okay. All right. Let me. Yeah. So I can drop off to Firo. So we're gonna go demo the fight right now. So let's get ready. Oh, I gotta go buy some full restores. Okay, yeah, let me do that. I can buy them over here. Yeah, on the 7th island. Yeah, I hope you get your Switch back fast too. I'd be like, man, is it ready yet? Yeah, man, I'm looking for the Switch. Where my Switch though? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring 2. Alright, we got 20 of those, because I know he's gonna be annoying. Alright, let's buy 8 more of these. Why not? Sit at a nice 100. And, let's see. 4 stores just in case to burn. Do I have any full heals? Buy 3 of those. Okay. Alright. So, let me drop off the Pokemon, because I want to have a space so we can immediately check it. So, let's get to work. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. All I had to do is just get the Gengar to where it needed to be. So, dropping off Firo will not be used for this battle. Boom. Another thing, all these Pokemon are just random. I just want to say that. Like, a lot of them The only thing that's special here is like my paper and this Blastoise possibly. But everything else is random. I just really want to say that. Anybody can put these together like super easy. Now these, on the other hand, these are some these are some legendaries right here. You know, they got the best of the best natures, and we're working on the stats for the next run, right? So these are gonna help me catch the perfect ones. That's what these are gonna do, and I just caught them in the last couple of days. So let's go ahead and catch the Ho-Oh. Gengar is gonna be our lead. Zapdos is gonna be the follow-up, so we can paralyze after we find what we're looking for. Magnetrio is going to be the health check. We'll stop at 2 if it's not good. Well, either way, if it survives 2 Sonic Booms, we still got something really good. So we got HP check. So we got speed check and we got HP check. Blastoise is going to be there to deal the damage. And Paper's level 100 just so that it can just soak up damage with the full restore. It's probably going to get burned a few times, but we'll see what ends up happening. And I'm ready. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. Oh, you were shiny hunting? Give that. Yeah, give that. yeah. You might want to do that switch rig, right? That thing was charging and shiny hunting at the same time, right? Lovely. That's just pure lovely. Okay, I have to go back to Vermilion. Then I have to go jump back in over here. So yeah, I'm excited about this capture because all 3 of these, the Deoxys and the Lugia, they're coming out good natures for me. They're coming out with decent stats. All of them are above 20. The perfect is really hard to aim for. It's super tunnel vision. It's hard to have that. I was going tunnel vision for a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I got lucky and I landed some good stuff. I was like, bro, I'll just take these. You got to know when to get out. You know what I mean? It's just like, nah, bro. Let me just go ahead and take these Timids, and I'll use these to catch some other ones later. And we're here at the last end of Leaf Green's journey before I start all over and I do the speed run on this game. Because I didn't really show you any gameplay of me running through Leaf Green. And I'm just using Leaf Green's post game as Fire Red's post game. If you really ask me, that's really what I'm doing. Alright, let's try to capture this. Because I should be doing this in Fire Red, but I'm going to use these to capture the perfect ones in Fire Red. Right? That's what's going to happen. Okay, so this is like the coolest thing. I've only seen it once, so let's see it again. Hello? Oh, yeah, you need to save before you fight. That's what... Okay, so what's the plan here? Easy. All we have to do is get our sped. That's it. What's the plan here? Get our sped. What happens when I get out sped? It's a GG. Just like the Lugia. Yeah, this is the thing about, you know, just hunting the proper way. Alright, you gonna outspeed or you gonna be lame like the last 100 Lugias? Yes, sir. Oh yeah, you're lame. The moment you see like a Sacred Fire, a Flamethrower, a Sunny Day, anything first, we found ourselves a good Ho-Oh. That's all I got to say. That's all I've got to say, dude. I'm cutting it some slack too because the max speed is 167. So I gave it 2 points to cut some slack, you know? Ooh, but when we find it, we find it. Yeah, so this is just the beginning of me getting to this point where I'm going to try to capture this thing. So this is the beginning of the hunt. Lugia didn't really take me too long, actually, if I'm going to be honest. So far, I got 1 competitive, 1 payday, and 2 shinies. Still have passes and Zapdos to work with. Okay, on which game? Outspeed. On which game? Because you said you were shiny hunting the Mewtwo. You doing this on Fire Red and Leaf Green? Or Leaf Green? Leaf green, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, keep putting in the work, bro. Yeah, keep putting in the work. Yeah, get your Pokemon. Get your Pokemon. Put in the work, bro. You got this. Man, I outspeed, right? I outspeed. Yeah, these are just like super important things that, help a trainer when it comes to, dude, all this information that I give, it's going to be helpful for when it comes to, like the battle frontier. And there's going to be people that want to experience that, but in there it's like really really difficult and you can lose if you don't know what you're doing. So, um the way that I'm hunting these stats, they don't just apply to these legendaries. They can be applied to other things as well. Especially like something like a Zapdos, a Moltres, and an Articuno, which I plan to do. This is the best way to hunt something. The only thing I'm missing is the synchronize. If I had synchronized, dude, this would be the ultimate way to hunt. So it isn't until I get access to Emerald where I'll be able to literally land perfect IVs. And it'll be just so much easier. Why? Because I'll have something in front that's adamant. I outsped. I'll have something that's adamant, and it'll always guarantee me. Well, it was like 50% of the chance. But yeah, man, it's just better in Emerald. It's just better. It's just a lot better. Yeah, things were just 100 times better in Emerald. 100 times better. We're looking for the outspeed. We need to get outsped. Nope. It's gonna be a lot of them. Maybe, I don't know. They're random. They pop up when they pop up. Checking nature and IVs. If you got a mon with synchronizing nature, you can at least already narrow down. No, but here's the thing though. That's what I'm saying. Like in fire red and leaf green. So right now, this is the best way. Like what I'm doing is I'm guaranteeing myself that I'm gonna get one of those four natures, right? So it's this technique is better than not doing anything at all, because in fire red and leaf green, you're at the mercy of RNG in general, right? But at least I can save myself the time and not even have to battle or capture the Ho-Oh because of this method. Now, as far as like when I get access to the Synchronize and Emerald, Synchronization is going to give me a 50% chance to increase the odds of it being the nature that I need it to be. And that's where it means now I get a chance to narrow it down. That way, I have better chances of catching something with perfect rather than going neutral and something that isn't beneficial 5 times out of the time that I'm always resetting, which takes up all the which takes up all the resetting time, which is annoying. But yeah, it just gets better. Everything just gets better in Emerald. Yeah. So currently, right now, this method is basically just I can 100% assure you anything that outspeeds us. I can 100% guarantee you anything that outspeeds us is either one of the four natures: hasty, naive, timid, or jolly. I can 100% guarantee you that, because anything that outspeeds this Gengar is going to be fast. So I've narrowed down the natures by specifically just providing myself with the base certain speed that I know that I can get outsped once we find the one that I'm looking for. That way I can find the nature and good IVs at the same time. Not being at the mercy of Synchronize, because it doesn't exist here. But it is what it is, because I have no choice. Now, if I had timid synchronization, I would put something in front, bro. This hunt would be so fast. It would be way faster. It would still take a lot of resets. Don't get it twisted, but we'd know 50% of the time yo, this is gonna be a good ho-ho 50% of the time because I can synchronize up. Versus it just being a random nature, which is like super lame. Yeah, it's not until Emerald. It's not. It's okay though because Fire Red and Leaf Green. The truth here is then the the truth here. If you were to ask me, then what's the point of having the eggs in Fire Red and Leaf Green? Then there's a couple reasons. The the Dex. One of them is because of the Dex. You get access to some of the baby Pokemon, so the Dex. And then because you get access to the daycare, the major thing you get access to is the um the breeding. But guess what? Breeding is bad in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So what's the true reason of having it in Fire Red? Those two reasons, plus it's all about getting the tools ready for Emerald, right? That's what it really comes down to. Because 20 years ago, when this game came out, if I only knew that Emerald was actually gonna drop, I probably would have maybe like probably would have tried to learn more about the mechanics and put some Pokemon to the side, so I could have been ready for the frontier. So this is me just hoping that well, the legendary Pokemon they can't be used for the frontier, but they'll still be cool to be using for like the story and running through the Hall of Fame, because I usually don't use them. So but yeah, they'll still be strong to do stuff like that, which is super cool. So that's all these are gonna be used for. But yeah, Emerald is really where it's at. Dude, yeah, no flame body. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, there's just a whole bunch. No compound eyes, no flame body, no intimidate. Um, no. What else? There's tons of them, dude. There's tons of them. There's tons of them. Outside abilities that do not work the way they're supposed to. Luckily, Illuminate works. But the thing about Illuminate is hilarious. That only people in Leaf Green get access to Illuminate, and the only way Fire Red can get Illuminate is if somebody from Leaf Green trades them a Staryu. So yeah, Illuminate is good, but only Leaf Green players get it from like day one. Like, you know what I mean? They can make it all the way to Cinnabar Island, go get a Staryu, and then they can start like hunting, like rare Pokemon easier because the spawn rate is increased. So Leaf Green is really good. Leaf Green is a really good game. Yeah, if you were to ask me which file is the file to like play and complete, I have to say Leaf Green. It's gonna be Leaf Green. Yeah, it's gonna be Leaf Green. Fire Red is cool and all. I love Fire Red, but Leaf Green is the one that you really need to put all the work into. Outspeed. That's a Fire Blast. Yeah, I haven't got a chance to play the Pokemon Champions yet. I'm still getting stuff ready, even if I decide to try to take something over there. I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't done anything. I saw they had like a starter pack. I was like, oh yeah, the starter pack. That's good. That's good. That's real good. Oh, so you got the Sunny Day. Okay. Fire Blast and Sunny Day. Okay. Those are some mean moves. We're gonna have to watch out for those. So you don't really have many turns. Nope, that's 10 turns right there on those. Okay. What else are you using? So now I'm just allowing the ho to reveal some moves while I'm here. Might as well check now that I know it's 10 turns. Let's see what the let's see what it is. I'm interested. Ooh, Swift. Let's check your HP. Oh no, I'm out of there. Man, oh, what a cool Pokemon, dude. You're so cool. What a cool Pokemon. Straight brought back the three dogs. You will live again, but this time stronger. Made them into some mystic legendaries. You can't forget about Celebi though. Celebi's legit too. Dude, I need a Celebi, man. They need to give that event to us. They ain't gonna give that to nobody, but it's right. The moment that we find a Ho-Oh that outspeeds us, congratulations, we just found the best. Not necessarily, but maybe something that could be the best. Nope. The speed could either be 165, 166, or 167. Okay, so maybe I should try to reset some frames real quick. Alright, hold on. So, let me do this. Right? Boom. Okay. And then, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and if I take one more step, it's game time. Okay. Oh, I can see like the screen get brighter when that happens. It's pretty cool. The sunny day activated, right? Or something. I don't know. You have come to the wrong mountain. What are you doing over here? You're supposed to be in the Johto region. Taking a vacation? Man, bro, they should have made a. Well, they made it for the DS, but it would have been cool to have a Johto region for the Game Boy Advance too. But they just got done finished with Pokemon Crystal when they popped over to the Game Boy Advance, and it wasn't until Fire Red and Leaf Green started coming out, like near towards the end of the life cycle of the Game Boy Advance, anyway. Because Emerald was like one of the last games, you know, like near the end. Everybody was moving over to the newer games, the cool stuff. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. How's your afternoon going so far? I thought I was gonna try to refresh frame. Hold on. Okay. I want to catch a Pokemon. Okay. Okay. First things first. Nightshade. Man, I'm gonna be so happy the moment we get our speed, just like it was with the Lugia. But this time, I'm making sure that we get a good OO by shout out. Yeah, this one I'm gonna need a good, because this Pokemon throws down. Lugia, I love Lugia. Don't get me wrong. Lugia is super super cool. Ho-Oh throws down though. They should have done Emerald like they did Crystal, but they rushed it. And what? Wait, what do you mean by that? Illuminate me, illuminate me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let me know. Let me know. What you mean? Let me know what you're talking about. Yeah, let me see. They should have done Emerald like they did Crystal, but they rushed it. Yeah, dude, you gotta fill me in. What part do you think they rushed it? Like it should have had more features? That's pretty cool to think. Dang. Like Lordy ain't cutting them no slack. He said, nah man, they should have put in more work. Like, dang. Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff at the end of the day. Yo, what's up, Gladys? You think so? You think they rushed it too, huh? I'll speak. The only thing I don't like about Emerald is just that it's kind of not fair that everything like has to end there. If you're playing anything in Generation 3, it's like, well, what game do I play, Emerald? But I want to play Fire Red or Leaf Green. It's just like, okay, but once you get to the end, that's it. There's nothing to do. So it's like, well, what game should I play? Emerald, because that's the one that you can literally play forever. That's why I'm hoping that they really do release the game, because that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm like, dude, I hope they release the game on the eShop. Like day one, it'll be 19.99, and I can see the games going on sale. Like maybe one day when the Nintendo Switch server goes down or something like that, I can see that just like they did the 3DS. Um, well, actually, the games didn't go on sale. They still say it. I think like 9.99, which is crazy to say now. Because people would be so happy to be able to download like Pokemon Yellow on their on the from the eShop right now. Lugia, okay, you're talking about Lugia, yeah, yeah. Lugia wasn't available until XD, yeah, yeah. It's just messed up. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just and then what do you do at the end of XD? Nothing. There's nothing to do. You have to grab all those Pokemon, purify them, and then put them into Emerald. And then guess what? What do you do after you're done with Emerald? You had to get your Emerald cartridge, put it at the bottom, and then transfer everything to either. Honestly, you skip Diamond and Pearl, and you transfer everything into Platinum because there's no days in the PAL Park, which was so dumb in the Diamond and Pearl days, bro. That was so annoying. I was like, bro, why do they want us to wait a full 24 hours before I send over another 6 Pokemon? Do you know how many days that's gonna take? And then Platinum came out and it was every day, and then Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out and it was every day. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is like the best. Yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they beat Platinum, but Platinum has its own thing because it's kind of like its own game because it has added on content and it is the fourth region. But there's a lot of like it's still you still have your Heatran, you have that post game, but the Distortion World and the added on to the story and the origin form, those are pretty cool, right? So Platinum gets its own thing, and it introduced the rest of the Battle Frontier um, for the Sinnoh region. So Platinum is its own thing, and it should be respected, right? Because it's the fourth generation, and it was the end of the fourth generation. It was like the completion. But then like Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, and it has its own things that are like, man, you got your Pokemon that are following, which is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things for me. And they did the sprites good. Um, Shame on You, Diamond Pearl, Diamond and Pearl a remix on the Switch. What else? Heart Gold had so much content, dude. The Pokewalker is amazing. That was the Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go. You could have Pikachu with you in your Pokewalker, and it would be happy throughout the day. Pick up gifts, berries, Watts. Whenever you put it back into the game, and bring over all the Watts, and the Watts would unlock locations for your game. Dude, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is one of the best places for like the end of like the Nintendo DS. And then Black 2 and White 2, it was like still happening. Man, it's just that those games were great, dude. Black White, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those games amazing. Like dang. And then the 3DS was good. They introduced the player search feature, which was you were able to battle like really quickly. So the 3DS introduced a lot more features as well. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that there's a lot of things that could have been worked on. Either way, outspeed. A lot of things that they changed. Like as I'm calling out these features, there's a lot of things they took away from the older games, and they didn't they took away from the newer games that they didn't add from the older games. I was like, wait, what? This doesn't make any sense. So, but they also made a lot of things more quality of life as well. Give and take situation. Did I like X and Y? X and Y. Um, I liked X and Y because it introduced Mega Evolution, and I thought some of the Mega Evolutions were pretty cool. So the story though was like, it's okay, I guess. Um, I did not like that they didn't finish with Zygarde. It was just something that you went to go catch in a cave, and that was it. And I was like, what the heck? I did not like that they didn't talk to us about Volcarona. He was completely forgotten about. Big plot, big like just there's just one area that you go in X and Y, and that area was supposed to lead. Literally, like there's a building back there, but they never did anything. And I'm like, man, come on, dude. Uh, just X and Y, just it could have been great. It could have been better, but they didn't finish it. In my eyes, they didn't finish it. Right? That's where Pokemon started not finishing stuff. I was like, wait a minute, what about Volcarona? And we're just like in a whole new generation. I'm like, Volcarona still? Like, what about this guy? But okay, yeah, sure, why not? But X and Y was a good game. If I were to give it like 1 through 10, I give it a nice little 7.5. It's a good game. It's a good game. It's not bad. It's a good game. But see, it's not always about the mainline games neither, too, because they Pokemon has some really good spin-off games, like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is good too. Yeah, so you can sink some time into those games easy. I'm a fan of the Pokemon Rangers. A cool game, but the scratching the bottom of your DS, going in circles and just tearing up. Nah, I couldn't do that. I was like, bro, this game is literally meant to destroy your DS. They should have added in some different types of controls. I can't stand when the games are made with just bad controls. X and Y is where I learned to play really competitive. That's what's up. Yeah, it made it more possible. It made it more convenient. Yeah. Yes, that's a good place to start. Yeah, that's good. That's a good place to start. Yeah. It was more accessible, right? It was the perfect place to like start because it was the 3DS. Wi-Fi was like more accessible than ever at that point, and yeah, battles were faster. You could get into fights. Yeah, it's a good place to begin online competitive battles. Yeah, good spot. Yeah, I don't really remember what exact age I was when I understood about IVs and natures, but man, when I ended up figuring it all out, I was like, bro, no way. Yeah, the graphic. I mean, yeah, I mean, it did. Yeah, the X and Y had its thing going on, right? It introduced the horde battles. There was a lot of cool things about X and Y. Yeah, there was a lot of cool things about X and Y. Yeah, there was a lot of good things about X and Y. Like I said, the megas. It would have been cool to be able to ride other Pokemon in different areas. You didn't get that until like later games because they showed like in the trailers that you got to like ride a ride horn in the mountains, which you do get to do, but it's only for that little segment and it's only in certain areas. But X and Y is a good game. I did have a lot of fun playing it. It wasn't until Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out where X and Y was like, oh, I'd rather go play on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because if you asking me, where am I playing on the 3DS? Oh, dude, Ultra Sun. Ultra Sun. I didn't play. I have Ultra Sun, and I still haven't played it. Believe it or not, I have Ultra Sun. I just put it to the side because I got too much to play. But um, yeah, I know it's a good game because you get access to like tons of stuff, and I actually need to sit down and play that, bro. I really do. You know what? I can use Pokemon from there and put into home. Yeah, I could do that. I really could. They had an easy level up place in a restaurant. I know exactly which restaurant you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. On X and Y. Yep, yep, yep. I know. It was in the city. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you'd want to stop there every day so that you can get the XP. Yeah, good stuff. Whenever I boot up any of my Pokemon games, I just jump right into a battle in about 5 seconds. Yeah, see that? I be in a battle in about like 5 seconds. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Sometimes I need a little bit more than 5 seconds. I need some preparation for the battle. I outspeed, we reset. Yeah. Yeah, the mystery dungeon games too though, you can't sleep on that. There's the ones that I would recommend for sure. Man, honestly, the blue rescue team, red rescue team is like the beginning and understanding of how, like I would say don't miss out on that. And if you don't have access to those games, then just get it on the Nintendo Switch, the XD version. It's like Pokemon DX or something. I think it's like DX or XD or something like that. Mystery Dungeon XD or DX. And you should buy that one because it's the same story, just remade, and it's on the Nintendo Switch. But I do recommend playing that. And then Explorers of Time, that's a good one. If you don't have Explorers of Darkness, which were the next games, and then the ones that's the better one, which is AKA the Emerald of Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, which is the best mystery dungeon to play if you're interested in playing something like this. Which I want them to remake and put on the Nintendo Switch. It'd be nice. It'd be really nice to have that game. It'd be beautiful. Would be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. They need to remake that game. They remake that. That's an easy purchase for me. I'm looking for their older games for remakes. If they remake Pokemon Conquest, I need that. Or if they make Pokemon Conquest 2, oh, I need that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if they remade that's another game too. The tactical, your Final Fantasy Tactics, but Pokemon. You're like, wait, what? Pokemon has a game like that? Yes, it's called Pokemon Conquest, and it is one of the best games Pokemon has that isn't like a mainline turn-based capture. Dude, it's so good. Dude, Conquest is really good. Pokemon Conquest is a really good game. Dang. For me, because I like tactical games, I put Conquest, bro. Man, dude, this is gonna sound crazy, but man, I kind of like want to give Conquest like, man, I want to give that a good score. Like, I'm scared to say. That's how good the game is. The game is really good because it's not all about just getting badges and nah, dude. It becomes like I said, it's your Final Fantasy Tactics, so it's different. It's not just Pokemon. It's the real deal. Pokemon Conquest is a game that should not be slept on. That's all I got to say. If you don't like tactical games, of course, it's not going to be your cup of tea. But I will say the amount of sheer content on Pokemon Conquest is just astounding. I cannot believe that they gave that much content, and it's one of the most slept games of Pokemon. The most slept games. I feel like it is just literally the most slept. Like, dang, dude, they could have rent somewhere with Pokemon Conquest. The mystery dungeon games are great. Yeah, yeah, I love mystery dungeon. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of the bad uh controls. Let's go Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, bad controls. Pokemon Ranger, scratch up your Nintendo DS, the bottom of the screen, equals bad controls. What else? I'm just not any game. Pokemon Dash, right? Scratching up the bottom of your screen. Not a fan of it. Games like that just are not appealing. I'm like, nah, bro. I just can't. I'm not gonna pay to mess up the system. The limited edition Diamond and Pearl 3DS just so I can scratch it because I wanted to play Pokemon Dash on it. Nah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I think it's so funny that they put this little TV in here. It's like, I guess. I'm not sure if I wanted to go games. So if you want my honest feedback, I'm not gonna hold back on those games. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons. So the pros about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is the game is aesthetically very pleasing to the eye. It's gonna be your original Kanto story, and it's pretty fun to go back and look at everything. It's your nice Kanto 8 badges Hall of Fame story, and you can fight Red at the end, and everything looks really really good. And that's about it. That's where it ends. Now the cons, dude, bro. The worst thing about Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, why I beat it and I never went back to it, and I don't care to go back to it, is the controls, dude. The controls are straight. Don't buy it. That's all I have to say. That's how bad it is. Just don't buy it. It's so bad. But the game it's so crazy because I was like the main reason why I bought it was because I saw somebody else playing Let's Go like outside and they had like their Switch and I saw them running around on an Arcanine. And I was like, dude, that looks so fun. I was like, bro, I gotta get the game. And I went to go buy it, and then I tried to play with my Pro controller. I was like, man, what the? Bro, I never felt so scammed, bro. I never felt so scammed. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened here? I looked on the back of the box. It said Joy-Cons only. I was like, no way, dude. I just got played. Oh, I just got played. You might as well just pull out the fiddle, baby. debit card stuck in the middle. Hey man, can I fix this transaction? Nah, baby, it's paid and open for. Like, no. Yeah, no, I did not like it. But so I made sure I bit the bullet and I made sure that I beat the game. But don't buy it, dude. Just save yourself the money. Don't buy Let's Go. But if you're dude, even as a collector of Pokemon, I'm like, dude, this game sucks. I hate the capturing. I don't want to complete the decks on that. I will not complete the decks on that. No. Forget that game. And you can basically cheat in that game. Oh no, dude, I don't even. I wouldn't even. Game doesn't even deserve. Bro, game so bad doesn't even deserve me cheating on it. I'm like, bro, I'm out of here. I can't even stand this anymore. I'm gone. Yeah, let's go is just not good. Um, where they went, yeah, they were trying to play. That's a trend game. So every time I think about Let's Go 2, it's just a reminder of what Pokemon tries to do when it's trying to be trendy. You know what I mean? So like, it's just weird, you know, because it also shows the death of the trend. But because Pokemon Go was like super massive, but I mean, and Pokemon Go is still fun. Like I was talking about the other day, that Mewtwo. If people were thinking about should I play Pokemon Go, well, I mean, honestly, dude, if you're active and you move around a lot, it's like, and you like Pokemon, it's like really like, why not? And that Mewtwo, that rare Mewtwo's coming out here pretty soon. So, dude, I was actually thinking about maybe trying to just capture the Mewtwo too, just to have that in the account. I was like, dude, that's a rare Mewtwo. It doesn't really come around, so I think I might try to capture one of those as well. You can cheat with 2 players. Wait, that game is 2 players? I didn't even know that. Is it? I didn't play it 2 player mode. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, bro. The 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 least I know about, like for example, the worst games that I just don't know about, you can put me under. I don't like Sword and Shield, right? If Rico is lacking any knowledge, it's Sword and Shield. But I know mostly everything else. Except for like the regions of the Pokemon Ranger. Those are still new information to me every now and then when I looked it up and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Cool Easter eggs and references and stuff like that. But I outspeed. Yeah, the X and I love I played the X and Y, so I love the 3DS games. But yeah, Sword and Shield. I just avoided Sword and Shield completely, bro. Yeah. I mean, I can always go back to it. I literally have it right. It's sitting right behind me. Literally, I can play it. I'm like, I just don't like it. I just don't like the game. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Pokemon just took a weird turn, bro. They did something weird with that game, and I just don't like it. It made me not even want to complete the badges. I was like, bro, this game is lame. You know it's real when I'm saying. You know it's real when I'm saying that. You know what I mean? Like Rico said that Sword and Shield was lame, but a lot of people love it, right? And it is cool for its own reasons. It's not. I'm not saying it's not a man. It's lame, but it's got cool things about it. The raids are pretty cool because those were introduced, but I don't know, man. I expect more. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just expect it. And then the big thing for me, like I always say, the big thing for me is the DLC. I can't stand that almost all these game companies are trying to like, bro. It's the most annoying thing. Every single game that's trying to be AAA or has been top of the king for however is trying to sell me DLC day one, bro. Man, dude, every single game, dude, every single game, bro. Every single game is selling me DLC, a new skin, day one situation, unless it's a remake. And a bare minimum port remake. Fire Red Leaf Green. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these companies really just be on it. What's your favorite region or game? Mine is Hoenn. Emerald. Yeah, Emerald is really. I love Emerald. I love Emerald because the frontier. I love the Sinnoh region because wow, it was amazing there. And man, dude, I love the Unova region and the Kanto region. Yeah. Ah, dude. Wait, it KO'd me. It KO'd. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean it comes down to yeah, it comes down to that, dude. Like like even though I'm playing the game, I outspeed. So even though I'm playing the game, I'm not gonna sit here and defend, the company when they do silly things. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna call it out because uh, it's obvious, right? Really, like let's just be for real about it. Some of this stuff is like super obvious, and I don't understand why a lot of people defend Pokemon the way that they defend Pokemon when they should know. I'll be like, come on, dude, I've been playing this game too. You know what I mean? Well, I've been playing it for this long. I'm like, listen, well, just to let you know, I have to. So yeah, so it's just one of those things to where it's like you have to realize, man, like you have to just be smart about your money as well. And if we're talking about money, you know what I mean? Look at the hours. The rule when it comes to gaming, the safe rule when it comes to gaming is the dollar rule. How many hours have I got off of Leaf Green? I have Fire Red and I have Leaf Green. Fire Red already has over 100 hours. Easy. How many hours does this new save file that I'm about to start all over with, how many does this have? 27. Dollar rule, that's over 130 hours of entertainment. Have these games earned their place? Yes. That means I know what I'm doing in this game. I like this game and I'm enjoying my time. Now, can Sword and Shield get that from me? No. Why? And when Sword and Shield came out, it was probably like a $50 game anyway, $60. So I paid $40 for two games, and I've enjoyed them for over 130 hours. And then I've got X and Y that doesn't even stand a chance. You know what I mean? As a consumer, those are the things that I'm trying to call out when it comes to like, well, what does he mean? I'm like, bro, well, the game speaks for itself. Honestly. Does anyone know how I can live stream? Yeah, you just, I think, I mean, well, first you gotta have your channel up for like a certain amount of a time, and then you have to. There's like some certain rules that you have to reach. They've changed some things over the last couple of years, so I think it's like they're asking people to have like 50 subscribers now. I think before they start their first live stream, I was like, wait a minute, how are they supposed to do that if they can't even live stream? Like, how does that even work? So I guess they just want you to be a little bit more creative this time around and try to land 50 subs first, and then that way you get access to live streams, and then from there you just want to make sure that you can just stay consistent with the channel, build your channel up. Really, that's all you got to do. I'm gonna sub to you. Yeah, appreciate it. I will say this: if you're trying to sub, just make sure that like you meet the requirements, and I mean not sub. I'm sorry. If you're trying to go live and you're trying to stream on YouTube, just try to make sure you meet the requirements. And one thing that is a huge help to like channels that are like trying to start off that I could recommend. I know you don't want to hear this, and nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to be told this, but don't curse during your live streams. It helps so much. That's like one of the best, easiest advice I can give. Just don't curse on your live streams. Try not to have foul language. Change it up whenever you live streaming, and yeah, that is like one of the biggest recommendations. And also, try not having any copyright music that doesn't belong to you, instrumentals that don't belong to you, and always check into things like that, because that's what hinders a lot of channels coming up. Oh, because they don't even understand that. So yeah, so just mind yourself whenever you're streaming. I'm not telling you how to talk. I'm just saying, mind yourself. You know, and mind yourself with that copyright music, because let's just be honest, those rappers and those country singers and all these other people, that they don't care about your live stream, and they're just gonna end up getting more, what I'm saying, money just because you have it during your stream. That's a reason why you don't hear anything in the background playing. It's just me talking, because this is just all original content. This is me. This is YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta just watch yourself when it comes to stuff like that. Those are my best and easiest things I can like just give as advice. You want to watch out for, and then I promise your channel is gonna. Some channels take time to grow, and some can pop up overnight. But you just gotta continue to stay consistent, and you'll be all right. That's what I can recommend. Yeah, that's what I can recommend. Okay, let's try to see if we can make this happen. We're just waiting to get outsped, everybody. It might happen today. It might happen in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, or it might not happen at all. But I'm not going to give up on this hunt, and I'm going to make sure we land it. So, Beedrill. Yeah, Beedrill's a good Pokemon. Doesn't know good moves, though, in this generation. I think it can get access to the Sludge Bomb, and it does get access to Twin Needle. But the stats on it are just really bad. Yeah, but Beedrill's a cool looking Pokemon regardless. Yeah, I like Beedrill. Let's take a look at the Beedrill actually. Hold on, let's talking about Beedrill. Because Beedrill is pretty cool. This is Leaf Green, so I don't have the but I have in Fire Red. Yeah, Beedrill's a cool Pokemon. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a wasp, man. That's a bee with the drill, bro. Chill. Like seriously. Yeah, Beedrill's pretty cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Beedrill's a cool Pokemon. Oh, you like the shiny? I see you. I see you. So you like the shiny, huh? Yeah, dude. I caught one of those full odds. In the bug, I caught one not too long. It was in 2024, actually. I caught one. In it was the bug catching contest in my Heart Gold playthrough, and I still have it right now. Man, it's so cool. It's a girl. What? I think she's Adamant Nature. I was like, no way. Yeah, that's a full odds 4th generation shiny. I got some shiny Pokemon. But I'd rather leave them in the game that I capture them in, because they're so rare during that timeline. If I switch them over to the newer games, they're just like any other shiny. But if I get to flex the save file, they're like, yo, is that a shiny Beedrill? Yeah, that's me right there. I caught that at the bug catching contest on Tuesday, actually. That's where it's at. Outspeed. Yeah, the shiny Beedrill's cool. Shiny Meryl is cool. I like the color to Meryl. I like shiny Teddy Ursa. Shiny Fanfy. Shiny Ditto is pretty cool. I like shiny Ditto's color. But I like the color like Meryl and Teddy Ursa shiny. Those colors are really nice for me. I like those colors. And what else do I like? I like Vaporeon shiny. Vaporeon's pretty cool. I know it's weird, but Mux shiny. I like the green. I like the green. I think the green's cool. I like that. I don't like Dragonite's green. I do not like Dragonite. Dragonite's green looks like you got to go. You fired. Whoever did that, you're fired. Shiny Mew, yes. Shiny Mew is very nice. I have a little plushie of a Shiny Mew actually. Yeah, I do like the Shiny Mew for sure. I have a small little plushie of the Shiny Mew. I don't like Shiny Weavile neither. I don't neither. I don't neither. That's a good one I don't like, yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Call out another one. I don't like that one. You're right. You're on the money on that one. You're doing good. That was a bad one because I don't like that shiny neither. Yeah. What else? What else? What else is bad? Like that's a bad one. Like if you were to ask me, so you can get my thinking process. What's the? I would rather pick a shiny Muck over a shiny Weavile. You get what I'm saying? But I would not want a shiny Dragonite or a shiny Weavile because those are both bad. You get that's my thinking process. So like, what else is another bad shiny? Um, I mean, I like Scyther's shiny, but it could have been the opposite. It could have been red, right, and then green for Scizor. So missed opportunity there. Weird that they just made Scyther like a darker green, but at the same time like pinkish, which was weird. Outspeed. Um, Missed opportunity with the Onyx. I like that it instead of it being rock, it looks like it's gold or bronze now, depending on how you want to look at it. I feel like it should have been the Crystal Onyx. That would have been beautiful, but whatever, because it's still rock and it would have still been the element. Like it's crystal, still earth, ground based. So missed opportunity on that one. I do like Starmie. I love the jewel on a shiny Starmie. I love the jewel on a Starmie shiny. That's such a flex. Rayquaza as the black shiny. Oh yeah, that's a clean one. That's a clean one for sure. Every time, every time, every time. Outspeed. What's another good one? Um, I feel like Blaziken's shiny could have been better. It's okay. He just looks like it's on fire a little bit more, but Blaziken was a missed opportunity. Um, Swampers is okay. I like Sceptile. If you were to ask me what's my favorite shiny out of the Hoenn, I like the Sceptile color. The Sceptile does have a nice shiny. I'm a fan of the Sceptile shiny. I love that color a lot. It's a nice color. That can go with the Meryl and the Teddy Ursa. Alakazam got a weak shiny a little bit. I feel the same way sometimes. Yeah, it could have been better. It could have been better. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow, dude. Wait a second. This thing's hitting like a monster. Uh, I'm thinking. Let's check HP real quick. Good. Okay, that's 3. I'm only allowed to use 3 Nightshades. Okay, and then 3 Sonic. Oh, dang, you revived. I forgot you have that. Okay, so now I gotta let you heal up all the way. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna. I'm looking for the timid. That I feel like that would have been like a modest one. I'm looking for timid. Who else, man? Who else got a weak? Bro, there's some weak shinies for sure. Weavile is one of the biggest weak ones. I'm like, bro, this weak. That's a weak one. That's like one of my top least favorite shinies, the Weavile. And then there's like the annoying shinies that I called out, like the Scyther, and then the Scizor. That's an annoying situation. Oh, Metagross is legit. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, that's a clean shiny right there. Now that one's clean. That's a clean one right there. Oh, yeah, I caught me one of those. Yeah, my first one that I caught was in Omega Ruby. No. It was actually, was it X or I think it was X. Yeah, I think it was X. Yeah, because we got access to the Friend Safari Zone. Another feature that they took away that we could have on our Nintendo Switch if they. Like, bro, they're just a whole bunch of missed stuff, bro. What happened to the friend code? Like, having friends on your Nintendo Switch and you have friend codes, and then you can have a friend, like, certain Pokemon will hop up in the new Wind and Waves game, and because you have their friend code, you activate. Like, man, what happened to that? Like, oh no, we don't do stuff like that no more. Ah, man, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all worried about selling us a game that ain't even gonna work on the console until 6 years later. Scarlet and Violet, where you at though? Dang, you see what I'm saying, man? Shiny Sylveon is a nice shiny. Oh, Umbreon, shiny Umbreon. Man, where my shiny Umbreon fans at, dude? I love that one. That's I love that one. Shiny Umbreon is very nice. Very nice. I love the blue on it. I'm like, yo, this is like midnight type situation. Yeah, the blue is really nice. Lovely stuff. Yeah, lovely stuff. Espeon, I do like the Espeon shiny too. Can't catch me sleeping on that one. I love that one too. Put that on my green team. Espeon's gonna be there. Teddiosha's gonna be there. Marrow's gonna be there. The green team. Sceptile, I'll throw Sceptile in there. Why not? A mean shiny green team. That is so cool. Salamence in there, dude. Salamence shiny. I love Salamence shiny, dude. That's a nice color as well. I love that. Shiny Leafeon. Shiny Leafeon's legit too. Sorry, I had to check something. Okay, let me get out of here. Oh, dude, shiny Dialga. Yeah, that's a good shiny. That's a good one. Dude, I'm trying to think of the ones that I just can't stand, bro. There's some ones that I just cannot stand, dude. I'm like, bro, why? The shiny, like, we all know this one, and a lot of people like it. Could be considered overrated, which it probably is. But the shiny Charizard is very, very nice. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, dang, that's a good one. The shiny Charizard is a very nice flex. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a very nice flex, especially in something in Generation 3 era, Generation 2, Generation 3. It is one of the meanest flex. Golduck. Golduck could have been better. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, he's really just a darker blue with like a red bill. Yeah, it's like red. It's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So that's one that could have been better for sure. That's a good call out. That's a good call out. So we got Weavile, Golduck. Those are good ones. Keep going. Those are major bad ones. I mentioned the Scyther situation with Scizor. That's more of an annoyance. It's not bad because the Scyther still looks okay, but it's more like I said. That's an annoyance one. What else, man? I'm trying to think of the bad ones. Oh, you mean the evolutions? Yeah, the evolutions. They all pretty. The only one that's probably last lackluster is probably the Jolteon and maybe Flareon. Those could have used something better. Shiny Kyogre, Shiny Groudon. Those are pretty cool too. Shiny Alugia, Shiny Ho-Oh. Those are cool. Man, dude, I'm trying to think, bro. What are just the ones I just cannot stand? Gengar. Gengar is lackluster. Like Shiny Kyogre does like have a night, like it has a pink, but it's not too bad because like okay. So Shiny Kyogre is like completely different from that blue that you see, right? I'm like, whoa, that's kind of random. But the Gengar is one of the situations. It's just like, bro, you can't even tell if is this shiny or not. Like situation. I'm not gonna lie though, the Kyogre with the pink, it's okay, but it could have been better. Like you could have gave it like a different blue. Honestly, I don't know what they did with the Groudon too. Like, you know what would have been cool if they would have just made them. I tell you, well, it's like, well, what color do I make Kyogre? Easy, bro. Make Kyogre red and make Groudon blue. Done. That would have been it. You know what I mean? Like that would have been the easiest thing to do there. Like those colors would have fit better, right? Is my thinking process. Yeah, yep, you're calling some good ones. Those are annoying. Pikachu looks the same, Garchomp looks the same, and Zapdos look the same. They all look the same. Yep. Those are good call outs. Oh, the shiny Lunala. Oh, dang. I tell you which one I do like now that we're talking about Lunala. I do like Cresselia. Cresselia's shiny is nice. That's a nice blue with the purple going on. I like that. I like that color. Like a little mint blue. I like that. Like reminds me of like some cotton candy ice cream or something. Paper, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, the shiny to you know what's funny is that the shiny to Meowth is a little bit annoying. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Okay, I've got something pulled up in front of me, and then you guys let me know. We're gonna speed run it. I'm gonna speed run it. Here we go. So 151 bad shinies. I'm gonna say Blastoise could have been better. Pharaoh could have been better. Arbok could have been better. Pikachu, Raichu could have been better. Sandslash, okay, I guess. Needle Queen, Needle King, amazing. Clefairy, what? Ninetales, that's a nice one. Why not? Um, let's see. Golbat, I like it. It's okay. Oddish, I like the Oddish color, but the Gloom and Vileplume or whatever. Parasect, why? Venonat is pretty cool. Venomoth is nice. So I like the Needle King and the Venomoth, right? Those are very nice shinies. Very, very nice shinies. Um, I guess Doug Trio with the blue nose. Why not? I guess, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool. Um, Persian, Meowth, they have lackluster shinies. Mankey, Fister Green, I guess. Arcanine can be a little bit lackluster. I like the Poliwhirl shiny. I like the blue on that, so that's a nice shiny. Who else? Let's see. I'm going down the list here, and I'm resetting. Like you said earlier, Alakazam has one that's lackluster for sure. Machamp, that's bad. I don't like it. Victory Bell, I like Victory Bells. That one looks like it's a little bit more extra poisonous, so I do like that shiny. That's a nice shiny. Let's see. Tentacruel, I mean, I guess it could have been better, but whatever. Golem, it's a decent one. It's a decent one, I guess, for the Golem. Now the Ponyta and Rapidash, those are two that are different, but I like them both. They're different colors, and I would want them separate because I do like the Ponyta color, and the Rapidash is very nice. It's a gray fire, which is really nice. Slowbros, shiny, why not? Let's see. Farfetch, shiny is lackluster. Magneton's is lackluster. Dodrio's a little lackluster. Dugong, why not? But a little lackluster. That's I don't like. I said I like the green from Muck. That's pretty cool. Um, if you're asking me Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan shiny, I'm going Hitmonchan because I like the blue gloves. Lickitung for the yellow. Weezing, yeah, Weezing has a nice shiny. Very, very nice shiny. Weezing has a very, very nice shiny. Right there next to the Needle King. Rhydon's shiny is pretty cool, I guess. Just the gold Rhydon. Chansey with the green tips, ears. That's pretty cool. Tangela, why not, I guess. Mama Kangaskhan Kong shiny. Could have been better. Horsey and Seadra, they have nice shinies. I like them. Kingdra goes purple, I guess. But I like the color on Horsey and Seadra preferred. Kingdra, Sea King becomes golden, so that's cool. Why not? It makes sense. Starmie, one of my favorite ones. Very nice shiny. Mr. Mime, okay. Scyther could have been better. Electabuzz, I don't really know what they did with a lot of the electric Pokemon. They just went orange or green. So let me restart there. Magmar is pretty cool. Pink fire. Pinsir, blue. Nice. Tauros, could have been better. Golden Magikarp, can't go wrong. Red Gyarados, classic. Purple Lapras, beautiful. Ditto, for sure. We called out earlier. We called out the evolutions. I said that Jolteon was the most lackluster. I like the Vaporeon. Flareon's is okay. Porygon is another one. That's a good one. That's a good shiny. That's a cool one. Omnimite, okay. Kabutops, why not? Aerodactyl, purple with the blue wings, okay. I mean, I guess. Snorlax, I do like the darker blue on the Snorlax. Snorlax looks legit. I outspeed here. Yeah. Articuno's okay. Just a lighter blue. It's okay. Zapdos, what did they do here? Moltres. Pink Fire, I guess, which is okay. Magmar type situation. Dratini's nice. Dragonair's nice. Dragonite messed up. Mewtwo's legit. And Mew is legit. That's all 150 shinies for me. Yeah. But I will say my favorites. I'll call out all my favorites. My favorite for Generation 1 are going to be the Charizard, the Nidoking, the Venomoth, the Psyduck. You know, the Cloyster and the Ghastly look pretty good too. Poliwhirl, Starmie, wheezing, coughing. Yeah, I like a lot of them. There's a handful. Yeah, I like that. I outspeed. Yeah, I just literally pulled up a shiny list of them all together, and I'm like, all right, well, let me just point out the ones that aren't. And yeah, Nidoking and Venomoth are pretty cool. I do like Nidorino shiny too, and Nidoran's male form. The whole line of Nidoking is good. They should have went pink with the Nidoqueen. Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta are cool. I haven't seen them. I don't even know what they look like. I haven't even seen them. Dang, that was bad. That was a better Fire Blast. That was a way better Fire Blast. I haven't even seen them. What time is it? Okay. I got about like 13 more minutes of resets, and I have to go handle some stuff here for the weekend. But I will be back here later tonight, and I'm gonna still be hunting this because this is the last thing that I need to do in Leaf Green. And then once I capture this, I will go around Leaf Green, grab some more items, TMs. I'll do that live stream, and then that'll be the last thing I do on the save file before we go for the last Pokemon for Fire Red, which is going to be the Entei. Once I get the Entei in Fire Red, I'm 100% done with this generation. Well, as of this far, there will be nothing else for me to do besides just create teams and do all that. But I'm gonna end up taking a break from Pokemon, and we'll end up playing something else once I get the Entei, because that's the last thing I need to do. So once I get the Entei and I EV train that and I throw that into Fire Red, that'll be basically the last thing I do, and then I'll be playing some different games on the stream. I just want to make sure I get this done because I'm gonna eventually need the Entei. I want the Entei, right? I need the Entei. Need it. Outspeed. I'll outspeed twice. Outspeed. Outspeed. The moment we get outspeed, it's GG. Outspeed. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Make sure to stay hydrated. I saw it. I saw it right now. I was just looking at it. It's not that good. It's like a light purple cotton candy type situation. It's weird. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, I didn't like the Magnemite or the Magneton shinies. Raticate shiny's okay. I mean, Rattata shiny's okay, but Raticates I don't like. Yeah, there are some in the 151 that I don't like though. I'm like, bro, they're just lackluster. A lot of them are actually just lackluster. Low key. I don't know what they did with the Dragonite. And then, like I said, when I went from like Horsey to Seadra, I was like, I don't know where they decided to go from this blue to purple or pink, and I'm like, bro, like what? That's why, like, same thing for Kyogre. They're okay. Groudon, Kyogre, shinies, they're okay, but it would have been way better if Kyogre was red and Groudon was blue. That would have been sick. Meanwhile, Rayquaza gets the coolest form and just goes straight black, like Charizard did. There's not really many of the black forms. It's like the first ones I can think of immediately are like Charizard and Rayquaza, like straight off the bat. Let me see what other Pokemon are shiny. Let me see. That are black. Haxorus. Ooh, Greninja. Umbreon. Groudon gets it. Yeah, Groudon is yellow. That's in his alpha form. That's when he's alpha. The Chandelure. Oh, dude, Giratina. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, Giratina is a nice shiny, bro. That blue. Oh yeah, Starmie is for sure top tier 151 shinies, bro. Oh, that's easy work. Dude, what? The gem. It's so delightful to look at. That is such a cool shiny to have. Dude, that is such a cool shiny to have. Yeah, top tier for sure. Top tier for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's absolutely top tier. Outspeed. Yeah, like Raticates is kind of lame. Like, I don't know. They do have some lame ones, though. Like, dang. I do like Coughing and Wheezing. Coughing and Wheezing have real cool shinies, dude. Yeah, I want a shiny Wheezing. That'd be so cool. But then if I got a shiny Wheezing, then I'm like, man, let me get a shiny Charizard. Dang. Man, bro, I want a shiny Wheezing now. Wheezing is cool, dude. Being poison type and being able to levitate so that you completely avoid ground is legit. You just have to watch out to get outsped by psychic Pokemon, and it's kind of slow to begin with, so it's always gonna get outsped. In other words, but man, dude, Weezing is just a good Pokemon. The Sludge Bomb, and then it also gets access to Flamethrower and Thunderbolt. It's a really good Pokemon. Cast form. When I think of forms, I think of cast form, and like cast form could have been a cool concept if it stayed in that weather form after the element was gone, because that was like the last weather that stayed up. So only changing during the weather change is cool because that can be used for like some crazy plays. But again, it just ends there with cast form, because cast form doesn't really have very very good stats. It's like base, you know what I mean? It's like a base. It's like half of what a Mew could do. You get what I'm saying? But it gets elementals, and it's pretty good with the elementals that it could use because it could change depending on the weather. But like, let's say if the rain, like, of course you won't be able to get access to Weather Ball, but let's say you made it rain and then you turned into the Water type. So yeah, you have a stronger Weather Ball, but once the rain goes down, you can still use your Water Post to try to save yourself, just in case, like if you're fighting against like something that shows up with Sandstorm. Dang, my spelling. Nah, don't worry about it. It happens. It happens. It's the autocorrect, bro. I do the same thing. I be feeling like I be looking like I'm crazy. I'm like, dude, it's the autocorrect. It's the auto. Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, sure it is. I'm like, bro, it is. It's the autocorrect. It's the autocorrect, bro. The typing has changed. Like, I don't know. It ain't like it used to be. Feels like the keyboard likes to type itself out sometimes. I'm like, bro, you gonna type for me, or am I gonna type this thing? What's going on here? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Like, seriously though, the thing be typing itself. I'm like, what's going on here? One thing that I know that is annoying. I don't know, just it's annoying for me whenever I'm trying to type something. Sometimes I'm pressing like the letter I'm trying to press, and it keeps like popping up the other letter. I'm like, bro, I'm not pushing that letter. Like, yo, what's up, Solid? Sometimes it is. I'm telling you, it does do that. Castform is like Kecleon, where I want to use them, but not good enough. Delibird too. Yeah, those are good Pokemon to call out. Yeah, Delibird would be a nice Pokemon to have on the team. I love the present, but doesn't really get good moveset, especially in Generation 3. You have to TM the whole thing. I'll speed this. Kecleon is a good Pokemon because it works on paper, right? It sounds good. Special defense is good. It's slow, but it's really good. It can be used as a tank. It works. But then its ability also works against itself. Whereas if you were hit with something like, let's say it was a Gengar, and you can't get hit with Ghost because you're normal, well, he goes poison, then he hits you with Ghost, and then he hits you with Ghost, and he's doing super effective, right? Or yeah, it's just you got to be careful with the Kecleon. Kecleon's good, but I mean Kecleon is really good. You can put in work with the Kecleon because it's not expected and it does have defense. It's just you have to know what you're doing because you don't want to fight a dragon type. You're KO'd if you're fighting a dragon type. You know? I outspeed. Crayman, I've never really. I don't use that Pokemon. Dude. I think I don't know what generation is that from. You could just count me out. There's a lot of Pokemon that I just don't touch that are from like the Sword and Shield timeline. Anything that's from there, I just don't. I don't know anything about those Pokemon. I know them, but I don't at the same time. I know them, but I don't at the same time. Yeah, that whole region is still new to me. You know, one of these days I might just stream it, but I'll try to speed run my way through it because like I just can't stand it. I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, tell me where to go. Like seriously, I'm at the mercy of the viewers. I'm like, all right, bro, just tell me where to go in this dumb game, okay? So I can say that I finished it at least, because I know one day I'm gonna have to finish it. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Not to say that there's not cool Pokemon in there. Like Corviknight is cool. You get what I'm saying? Like I know some of the Pokemon that showed up in there because they're staples and they hold it down. So yeah. But ah, if you, I don't know, it's just so many things I didn't like about it. If you ask me what's better, Mega Evolution or Dynamax, bro, I'm Dynamax all day. If you ask me Mega Evolution versus the Z moves, I'm Mega Evolution all day. Like that's the trainer that I am to put you in that scope of like, well, what do you like? I like Mega Evolution. Once Mega Evolution came, I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. It went away. I was like, that's lame. We got Z moves. I was like, okay. Crystallization, I like it. It's cool. I do like crystallization. I want to give crystallization its own thing. That's cool because you can be super creative and you can change some stuff. You can do some real cool stuff with crystallization. You can think outside of the box. So crystallization and Mega Evolution are pretty cool. I do want to say those two. Those are two pretty cool stuff. Because there was nothing more better than pulling out with the water type Scizor and just straight wrecking on the scene, dude. It was beautiful. I love doing that. So yeah, I don't like the Dynamax. I don't like Dynamax. I mean, it's strong. When I say I don't like it, it's like, well, it's not to say that it isn't strong. I just Mega Evolution first. But then Crystallization is right there with Mega Evolution too, honestly, because like I said, it opens the doors to a lot of more different type of playstyles. But Crystallization isn't accessible to all Pokemon that are within the Dex because they're not available in that region, or they're just not available in the game at all just yet. And so Crystallization is good. Mega Evolution is limited as well. Dynamax is probably like my last favorite. Yeah, yeah, it's like my least. Z moves. Honestly, Z moves I ignored. I didn't even use them. I didn't even use them in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. I was like, I don't need to. Okay, just attack. Plus, what was cool about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was that you still got access to the Mega Evolution Stones. So that was really cool. That's why that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is really good. Sun and Moon are really good because that was the last of the 3DS. So you got the best of both worlds. So if you're trying to buy a Pokemon game in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on around, I'm like, bro, just buy Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. You can't go wrong there. Those are like the end game. Like that's the last point. Yeah, because in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you get to catch a lot of legendary Pokemon. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this afternoon stream. I'm gonna come back here later tonight, and I'm gonna try to see if I can capture the Ho-Oh, and I'll just continue this hunt because again, this is the last thing I need to do for Leaf Green. Capture this. I'm trying to aim for a timid nature, which I'll land. I know I will. And once I do, we'll just get everything ready. We'll get this save file ready to start all over. And then I'm getting ready to do the speed run for Leaf Green so I can get the Entei. So I'm almost done with Generation 3 for now. And yeah, we'll take a break. But we still got a lot of work before I take the break. So don't get it twisted. I still have a lot. I still got to capture this whole. That's a lot of work within itself. So it's not. I don't know. I could catch it right now. You know, it could literally be the one I'm looking for right now. But a lot of them are going to be bad, and I know that. So. But yeah, thanks to everybody that came and stopped by this afternoon, as well as those that hit the like button because it does help the channel. And I'll be back here later with some more. So as I usually say, and as I always say, see you soon. Stay safe and stay smooth. Later, y'all. Outspeed.